Welcome back to day 22 of Advent of Cyber 2021. Today's task is called How It Happened. Today we will add two new tools to our hacking arsenal. They are called Cyberchef and Oledump. Cyberchef is an incredible web app for encryption, encoding, compression and data analysis. Basically, it is used for decrypting any form of encrypted message with an option to apply multiple operations at the same time. Now this tool can be accessed online and it is entirely client-sided. That is, none of the work we do here is sent to Cyberchef web server. All processing is carried out within our browser. Also, due to this feature, we can download the Cyberchef website and run it locally offline. Here is the website. It has four sections: input, operation, recipe and output. In input section, we put the encrypted message. From operation section, we can select any operation and add it to the recipe in any order that is needed to decode the encrypted message, which will be displayed in the output section. Also in operation section, when we take our cursor to any operation, it shows us a bit of description, sometimes with an example, to understand what this operation basically means. Another noteworthy cipher that attackers commonly use is XOR or exclusive OR. XOR is a logical operator like OR and NOT, as we discussed in our last task, which does the following. You can treat these zeros as false and 1 as true. When you apply two conditions and both are false, you get the output false, and when you apply both conditions as true, you also get false. If both the conditions are different, that is, one true and another one is false, you get the output as true. Now let's talk about other tool we will use today, which is Oledump. It is a Python program, so we can run it on any operating system with Python installed. Oledump is a tool to analyze OLE file. You can think of OLE file as a mini file system or similar to a zip archive. OLE is a technology used by Microsoft Office 2003 with extension .doc XLS PPT. You can actually open all these files via 7-zip archive software and you will see all the files that we are going to see with Oledump. But Oledump also has another set of features that we will use in today's task. Now let's discuss various options we can use with Oledump. So the -m option is used to list a manual for using Oledump. Here are the other options. -a does an ASCII dump similar to option -a, but duplicate lines are removed. We will use -s to dump strings. The example they give us is to use -d, but I prefer to use -s. And then -s is to select the stream number, which we will see when we use the Oledump tool. Here are the other options. Now they have asked us to use this command to dump information on the stream number 8 of a malicious document on the machine. Now you can access the machine by using split screen in the website, or you can use a remote desktop. Now I prefer to use remote desktop because of my poor internet connection. So I have already connected with remote desktop. This is our target. Now when we open the Santa Claus naughty list folder, this is the malicious doc file, and when we open the command prompt from desktop, it has already been set to the Oledump directory. When you do dr, you can see all the files where this Python program is the one we run. Let's enter Oledump.py and then I will put my document here and let's press enter, and we see a list of files that is inside this document. The stream numbers that we discussed earlier are these. They are given to the files alphabetically. So let's dump the content of stream number 8 as they have told us to. The command we will use is -s8 as the stream number and then -S to print all the string values. When we do that, we get this base 64 data. Let's copy that and go to our Cyberchef website. Let's paste that into input, and we don't need this, so delete this. Now they have already told about what kind of encoding has been done to this file. So we will use from base 64 and then XOR and then again from base 64. Here the key is 35 in decimal format and we get the content of this dump. Now how did I know this? First of all, they have already told it in the try hack me task description, but usually you have to guess what kind of encryption is being used. You see last two options are equal to, so we use from base 64, and when we see some garbage like information, we try various encoding methods. Now XOR is a very common method used by cyber attackers, and the key 35 as decimal is also a very common used key by attackers. So you can try various decimal where the most common one is 35. Don't play with other options. Now after that we still get another encoded format, so we have to use from base 64 again. Now this all has been mentioned already in the try hack me description, so I didn't have to work through to get this. After we do this, we see the username is this. Let's copy that because that is the answer to our first question. I'm going to paste it, submit. Now what is the mailbox password you find? The next question, and then the subject of email and the port is script using. When we read through this, we see the password is this, the subject of the mail is here, and the port to the script is here. Now this is a common port for SMTP mail services 587. You can remember it for future reference. Now let's submit this. Alright, let's discuss what this script is about. So first one is a comment where they tell about the creator of this script. Now this seems like a PowerShell script. We don't need to know that, we just need to understand what this script tells us. So they have created 4 variables where the username is this, the password variable contain this information, SMT server contain this information, and then message contain some sort of new object, something like that. And then they create another variables. Here is the message from value, here is the message carbon copy value, here is the body of our message, and here is the subject of our message. I keep saying message, but it is actually an email. And then we see that files are accessed from Get-ChildItem is similar to the Linux command cat. So this is the folder they access is from. Let's go to this folder and see what they actually have. Before going to that, let me discuss the next script. So they are using all the command to close the already open command and send this message in an email service. Let's go to this folder. So this folder is in pictures Grinch 2021, and we see there is a flag to PNG file. Let's open that, and we actually see a password or any. Now we can't actually copy that, so we have to type it out, and that is actually the answer to our last question. And there is another question: what is the flag hidden found in document that Grinch Enterprises left behind? So you can answer this question as they have already given the flag in this image file. Here this question, they say that you have to use different stream number because the flag isn't available in stream 8. So when you do this practically, you will go through all the stream file one by one to see what information we have. But since they have already mentioned, we went to stream 8 first. Now I went through all of them and I found that on stream 7 we get the flag. They have already told that the flag will be under the caption. So let's copy this, paste it here, and you can write this flag by yourself because we have to type it out. Let's end this video here. By the way, do tell me if you like this screen better than the previous one.